Hello and welcome to the gymnasium here at Abington High School for today's MIAA South Shore League matchup. It is the Abington Green Wave hosting the East Bridgewater Vikings. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Pleasure to be joined alongside today by the one, the only Chris Nangle. Chris, you jump over from the PA side where that is your area of expertise. So we'll cut you a little bit of slack early on if you have trouble transitioning to the color analyst chair. But welcome to the broadcast. Green Wave starters, Jack and Michael Riley, Kingston Maxwell, Jake McSherry down low, and Tyler Stady, who's 48 points away from 1,000 for his Green Wave career.
You got me, Matt?
We got you.
Nice.
We're a pleasure to be joined alongside by the one, the only Chris Nangle. Chris, welcome to the broadcast, albeit 40 seconds in.
That's all right. Thanks, Matt. I figured you guys dragged me out of retirement from my announcing career. Here I am. We're going to make it happen. I'm really thrilled to be back. Fill in whenever I can. It's going to be an exciting game, Matt. I've seen a couple of games this year, and it's been all Green Wave.
Green Wave have started the season very hot. They defeated undefeated previously Division I New Bedford last Friday night. Before that, a couple of big South Shore League wins as they look to continue the momentum. They're 4-0 in conference this season. A drop pass for East Bridgewater, and they're able to get on the board with Logan Williams wearing number 11 for the game's first field goal.
What a look.
The high-low from Kingston Maxwell at the free throw line, down low to Jake McSherry. And the big man's not going to miss that 10 times out of 10.
Everyone focuses on Kingston and Tyler Stady. And the big man, McSherry down low, wide open down there, Matt.
Couple of deep looks for East Bridgewater. They both rattle halfway down and then out. Green Wave back the other way with Maxwell. He fires to the corner, a little bit out of reach for Jack Riley and out of play.
I'm excited to watch this game, Matt. I said that before, but this is going to be a fun game. We got the starters for the Green Wave. I'm not sure if we were plugged in to hear Sean's announcement to do the Vikings, but we'll get to them as we get along, eh?
Jared Cleary out there along with Logan Williams, Robbie Mavilla,
Ethan Pohl, number 23.
Ethan Pohl and Tommy Mahoney, number 13. Vikings have been one of those teams, Chris, the last couple of years. A 1-point victory for them last year at their place kind of knocked the Green Wave's season momentum off the rails at that point. It was the first South Shore League matchup of the year, and the Green Wave found themselves on the losing end, and the second matchup of the year, I believe it was another close game as well. The Vikings, one of those teams that no matter how talented they look stacked up on paper, it's going to be one of those hard-fought, close games.
They're always feisty, Matt. Going back years, 10 years ago, they always had someone to play it strong, be aggressive.
McSherry getting mugged underneath, and Coach Serino screaming for a foul.
He was looking for it. There's a lot of hands in there.
Jack Riley to trigger from baseline. He finds Maxwell. Green Wave offense runs through the junior co-captain. His fadeaway jumper doesn't go. Jack Riley tipped the rebound to Michael. Wow. A couple bounces off the iron
nice
and in.
Play. Nice play. I'm going to go with that was planned on that rebound, Matt. Jack to Michael down the middle. Lays it in. The southpaw.
Brothers Riley typically play a feisty defensive kind of fundamental game. They always prioritize diving on the loose balls and trying to grab all the rebounds they can. Green Wave have the 4-2 lead now. Michael from the near wing, down low to McSherry. McSherry getting mugged again, and that time the foul called. That will go against Logan Williams.
So I've been watching Tyler Stady with Mahoney on him, number 13. He is in his shirt everywhere on the court.
Vikings know that he's close to the 1,000 mark. They don't want to see, albeit 40 points, 48 points is a lot for one game.
Yeah.
But they don't want to give him the opportunity to get anywhere close on him. In the corner, it's Jared Cleary, number 3. He throws it to the top of the key. The three-point attempt for Ethan Poole doesn't go. Stady comes away with the loose ball. Now Maxwell. Maxwell, good hesitation. Loose ball grabbed by Poole. Long three, rattles home
Good.
for Logan Williams.
Vikings up 5-4.
Jack Riley throwing it in for
Nice look for
McSherry. Count it, and one.
Jake McSherry to the line. He's going to have one shot. McSherry hits it. Green Wave up 2, 7-5, 3:29 to go in the first quarter here at Abington High School. Green Wave versus the East Bridgewater Vikings.
Starting his drive in, Mahoney takes the pull-up jumper and hits it from mid-range.
Good shot. They gave him some space, Matt.
Maxwell gives to Jack Riley. Now McSherry, the big man, takes a three. That comes up short. Rebound loose, and now a full court pass ahead to Mahoney, who finds the short jumper.
Unchallenged. Jack Riley on the right side.
Michael, the skip pass to Maxwell, who thought about the three. He was closed on quickly by Poole.
So EB on the box and one, Matt, on Stady. Mahoney is like glued to him.
It's been the constant game this season that I've noticed is teams will double Stady because they know he's a threat from anywhere he has the ball inside half court.
Exactly.
And
sometimes at half court.
The sacrifice there is leaving Kingston Maxwell open. That's allowed him to have some very explosive performances so far this year.
Had a couple of thundering dunks.
Kicking off, and Chris Patterson into the game for the Green Wave.
McSherry and Michael Riley come out.
Maxwell far wing. Skip pass near side, Riley. Now Patterson takes the triple. Rims out, but Jack Riley, another offensive rebound. He got tripped up.
He got hammered from the back.
And it's going to be not a backcourt violation.
Referee had a tip. Maxwell down the middle.
Andrew McDonald, the head coach of the Vikings, upset with that call.
He was all the way over the mid-court line.
Pull-up three was blocked, but fouled was Jared Cleary. He'll be at the line for 3 shots. The hit called on Jack Riley.
It's a back and forth game, Matt. No real rhythm yet. A lot of missed shots. Cleary makes the first one. Oh, I didn't know he was behind the three-point line.
Team hits 5 fouls, they go to a double bonus. You won't see anything until you click double bonus.
Maxwell comes down with the rebound.
Setting the Green Wave offense, hands off to Jack Riley. Now Patterson gives to Stady, back to Riley. Corner from Maxwell.
Maxwell, like Stady, can hit it from anywhere. Matt.
Stady running into traffic now. Jack Riley
Nice
baseline.
pass.
Maxwell's floater halfway down and rattles out. And it was Tikhonov trying to force the jump ball. Foul.
Maxwell can't buy a basket right now. Jack Riley gets his second.
We'll put Michael in for Jack. Cleary leaves off for Dan
Nice
Chelmo.
look down low.
Chelmo got the offensive board, then pulls 3 off the back iron. Got his own rebound at the far wing, takes another pull-up 3. That one left
Three
short.
chances and no hoop. Jake Tikhonov with the rebound on that.
Stady Riley to the corner for Patterson. 22 seconds for the Green Wave to shoot. Tikhonov
Nice.
pulls up. Too strong. The second
Wow.
chance is too strong as well. Shot clock off now. 20 seconds to go. EB has a 4-point lead in a slow starting first quarter for both teams. Like you said, not a lot of flow to this game so far. Corner pull, another 3. This one is good as Riley got taken down after the shot. Maxwell's last second 3, no good. And EB comes out hot in the first quarter. They're doubling up Abington 14-7, Chris.
And just like that, the Green Wave go down 7.
Step into the huddles if you are head coach Andrew McDonald for the Vikings. What are you telling your squad?
I'll tell you what, the defense that, who is it, Mahoney, playing on Stady. Excellent job on Stady. Keep that up. Offensive rebounds, stay on the board. That's what I'm telling my team if I'm East Bridgewater. Don't give the defensive rebound and get a fast break for the Green Wave because you know Maxwell and Stady and Riley will run the floor like no one's business. I think the Vikings have done an admirable job defensively. On the other side, I think Coach Serino is telling them, listen, you're getting the shots off. Be patient, hit the boards hard, put the shot up with a little bit more finesse. Don't fire it off there. It's going to come. They're getting some shots off, man. I think they'll be okay. My opinion.
Everything resets to 0. East Bridgewater will have the possession to start the second. Cole Keir will inbound from half court. Jared Cleary, Logan Williams, Ethan Pohl, and Dan Chelmo out there for the Vikings. Pohl had that 3 to end the first quarter and a nice bounce pass down low.
That's a look
It's
what I
Kerr.
found. That went through 3 sets of hands.
Kingston Maxwell. Skip past to Patterson. Now Riley back to Patterson. Bounces it inside. Maxwell able to regain the handles. Drives, floats, another one that was halfway down before rattling out.
I think that hit the net. Again, if I'm Pete Serino, I'm saying take the shot. Just take the shot. You know it's going to go. He's had a couple of those go in and out, Matt. Nice D by Michael Riley.
Williams down low. Sent out for Chelmo. And his dump off for Williams is good.
Williams was just standing there wide open. Nice pass. Green Wave down 11, 18-7, beginning of the second quarter.
Patterson just inside half court, gives to Stady, got it back. Now Maxwell goes around the world. Spinning floater is good.
I'm not sure if that's his first bucket, but it's close to it, Matt.
Full court man defense for the Green Wave. Now Riley.
Nice block from behind by Patterson.
Put back no good. Rebound loose again. A fourth opportunity here for the Vikings. Loose ball and a travel called on EB.
Green Wave got to stop the second, third, fourth opportunities for the EB offensive rebound, Matt. They got to get a body on all the guys down low. There's too many opportunities.
Charian, he is the tallest member on the court. We'll see how he controls the boards in his second venture out there today.
Nice look,
dump
McCherry.
Off down low for Riley, and it rattled out again.
They can't buy that bunny down low.
Pull
Another
second
opportunity.
Chance. McCherry, the defensive board that time. Maxwell tripped up, and the block will be called on Williams. Rather, they'll get Chelmo.
Just trying to make Kingston feel a little uncomfortable, Matt.
Stady just inside half court. One hand fire
Nice.
pass down low to
Couple
Riley.
nice passes. Stady to Riley to McSherry.
There's no secondary assist in basketball, but
Those
if there was a
two
play that
good
there
passes.
should be, that should be it.
That's a travel.
Indeed, called for the travel was Tommy Mahoney.
I got to take my official's hat off, Matt. I did retire from being an official, so I don't count.
A lot of travels called today. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Vikings. And laying it up and in was Owen Ricks.
Vikings up 9, 20-11.
Riley looking for help, finds Maxwell. Riley had space to shoot.
Riley
Opted not
hesitated
to.
on that.
And a quick
Timeout blue.
timeout called by EB. They lead at 9, 20-11, 4:50 to go in the second quarter.
Watching the Green Wave come to the bench, just frustration all over the place that the ball's just clanging. It's not getting in there. Keep up the pressure. It'll go. Biggest thing, box out on defense. Don't give the opponent second and third opportunity.
We've seen a couple different rotations from the Green Wave this season. Liam Ward was a big piece of the last matchup that I was at prior to that New Bedford win. It was the Mashpee Falcons here.
I'm not sure what game I saw. Mashpee they played here because of
There was a
the
fire
fire
on the roof of the school that
yeah.
the sprinklers went off, and a little bit of damage to the gymnasium, or at the very least some flooding. So it turned into a home-and-home doubleheader for the Green Wave.
Girls and boys, right? Should be Vikings ball on the baseline. It is. Green Wave full court pressure.
We've seen that offered at times from the Green Wave, trying to shift the momentum. They'll turn on the full court press for a couple of minutes at a time. Pohl takes a deep heat check three from 5 feet beyond the arc. It rattles out. Michael Riley comes up with a rebound, and now East Bridgewater showing a full court, at least
nice double team in the corner.
Stady corners
Stady
three,
for
and he's
three.
on the board.
Someone gave him an inch, and he hits a three. What a shot. Green Wave, just like that, cut the lead to 6.
His first points of the day puts him 45 away from the 1,000. Pohl
Nice
ran into
D.
the double team,
Wow.
and Kerr was able to hit it in
I
traffic.
thought they cut that lane off, Matt.
Maxwell, a little Euro step in and then blocked out by East Bridgewater. Polker, a couple of big minutes for the Vikings, will come to the bench. And their starters Robbie Mavilla and Logan Williams back in.
Maxwell for 3.
Rattles out offensive board.
Good hustle by the green.
McSherry down low.
McSherry with the
work
left hand. What a shot. What a shot.
It's McSherry's game down low in the post.
You make up the difference one hoop at a time, Matt.
One unforced turnover at a time.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Cause one there.
Need to capitalize on that. Green Wave down 22-16, 3:25 to go in the first half.
Stady bounced down low looking for McSherry out of play.
That was a pretty low pass. That's kind of unlike Tyler Stady on that. It's almost like someone tipped it because it skidded along the ground.
Full court man look from the Green Wave. Corner 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound for Williams. Putback doesn't go. McSherry comes down with it.
Michael Riley.
Maxwell. Looking for the pick.
Boy, they got a tight box and one, don't they, Matt?
East Bridgewater's playing very stringent defense. Maxwell's turnaround hook doesn't go. McSherry, the offensive rebound. His fade
away, get in.
Is good.
Cuts the lead to 4. 22-18 Vikings.
Peter Serino looking for an and one on that play. He did not get the push call as McSherry looked like he took some contact. The 3 no good. Stady the rebound, dangling along the baseline. And then fired up from Maxwell, the head pump. And he's called for the travel on the Euro step.
He came down the ball with 2 hands on the floor. I don't blame Coach Serino for arguing the call, but not for nothing, Matt. From up here, it looked like a travel.
So that's the Euro step, the gather step, the latest
I don't
in
even
basketball.
get that. I don't.
It's basically a third step.
Exactly.
Maxwell dangling along the baseline, able to come up with the steal. 4-point lead for the Vikings. McSherry kicks out to Riley, his triple. High arcing, no good. Offensive board for Tikhonov. Bounces it back to Riley. He'll drive inside this time. And then got called for the travel. Little jump step play on the baseline.
Yeah. Coach Serino saying that.
Stady trying to come up with
Stady
the steal.
getting a push off too.
Traffic down low, and through traffic was Williams.
How do you make that pass?
Riley down low, McSherry now.
Maxwell. Riley.
Dumped back to Maxwell, traffic, and the foul.
There's a lot of contact on Kingston Maxwell tonight, Matt. He's getting bumped, he's getting pushed, he's getting shoved.
Liam Ward will come in for the last minute.
As
back in for the Vikings.
As a former coach, Matt, it's make the star feel uncomfortable. You know, even if it's you got to make him go one way versus the other, interrupt his steps.
It's kind of what you give up if you're going to double team Stady on every offensive possession.
Agreed.
You got to at least make Maxwell feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he's your other long-range weapon. That was timeout East Bridgewater on the sideline. As he was I'm not sure who the player was getting double teamed. Green Wave are clawing back in this, Matt. They're down 4
They're clawing back. They're only down 4. It was as big as 11.
11, yeah.
Just under a minute to go here in the first half.
Just stay with it. Stay controlled. Keep taking the shots. You know they're going to go eventually.
It's the back end of a doubleheader for us here on Abington Community Access and Media.
What was the first game?
Boys hockey team just fell to the Norwell Clippers 4-1.
Oh,
Gritty one over there at the Rockland Ice Rink.
I was speaking to Alicia Reed, the trainer for the Green Wave. She said it was not
physicality.
It was not the prettiest game today.
Old-time hockey. Looked like a 70s Canadians Bruins
Really?
matchup.
Slugging it out a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Green Wave again with the full court pressure. Nice job
Riley
by
took
Maxwell.
a lot of contact, and then Maxwell was screened by the official. And I think one ref here has a foul. One ref took a hip check threw a hip check on Maxwell. And then the shot clock, or the regular clock, rolled for a couple of seconds as Steve McGuire tried to protect the table.
He was trying to protect the ref, the table, everything else.
So I think it was Don Whitman who was trying to protect the table. Mr. McGuire did his best impression of a turtle.
Yeah. I'm not calling him out, Matt. I'm not. I'm not sure he'll listen to us, but I'm not calling him out. So on that play, when the referee was in the middle of it, the referee is on the court, and if it hits him, it is playable.
Play it as it lies.
Absolutely.
This one got the friendly roll.
That was
Shot
from
clock
Robbie
off.
Mavila. Oh, come on. That's a reach all day. Used the wrong hand.
Maxwell with 10 seconds to go and a foul away from the ball. He's called on Mahoney.
So that's Mahoney covering Stady. They're just trying to handcuff him, Matt. They're not giving him any space. He's had 3 different guys covered him on this box and 1 defense.
Corner for McSherry's
Jake
triple with 5.
Oh, in and
halfway down again. Now East Bridgewater will launch the prayer. That's off the shot clock and out of play. We go to halftime with the Vikings shockingly up 6 on the Green Wave, 26-20. We'll step into the locker rooms. Your head coach of the East Bridgewater Vikings, Andrew McDonald. What are you telling your squad?
Keep it up. Keep up the pressure. Diving after any loose ball on the offensive side. Anything. Offensive rebounds is what's keeping them ahead in this game. I'm not sure they can run with the Green Wave, but they're certainly fighting for the offensive rebound. Green Wave have had a few times where they've had second chances, third chances. So here we are. We'll see what happens.
Now on the other side of the sheet, we step into the very nice green and black Air Forces that Peter Serino's wearing. What are you telling your squad?
I'm telling them stay controlled, stay calm. The shot's going to go in. Don't give the opponent a second, third, and fourth opportunity on the defensive glass. You have to control the rebounds.
26-20 at the break. East Bridgewater leading Abington. We'll have third quarter action for you when we come back on Abington Community Access and Media right after this.
There we go.
Hello and welcome back to the gymnasium here at Abington High School for second half action. It's the East Bridgewater Vikings and the Abington Green Wave doing South Shore League battle. Right before we start the second half, it is a very important birthday in the town of Abington today.
I heard that.
Coach Jim Kelleher turns
Double seven.
the ripe old age of 28 today.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jim. Many more happy and healthy birthdays.
Coach celebrating his 77th birthday. He's in attendance here tonight.
As he is most
watching
games.
his favorite high school team doing South Shore League battle against one of the old rivals. Michael Riley, the Green Wave, down 6 to start this third quarter. We'll see what adjustments they make at halftime. Maxwell playing down low. Couldn't get the layup there, and East Bridgewater clears the boards.
Quick turnover. Green Wave got to crash the offensive boards too, Matt. It can't be a one and done on a miss. Maxwell bringing it up.
Maxwell Stady, McSherry, Jack and Michael Riley for the Green Wave to start this third quarter. Maxwell top of the key. Ball not touching the floor very often. Michael Riley launches a three.
Maxwell way up there to get that.
That initial shot though, Chris, one thing we've noticed is that more than 50% of the shots missed for the Green Wave tonight have at least gone inside the rim and then bounced out.
It's like an unfriendly rim for them at home, which is unusual.
Maxwell called for the foul underneath.
That's a couple of offensive rebounds again, Matt.
And that was the friendly direction from the Green Wave bench. Rebound the basketball.
I'm not sure if anyone else heard that as well as we did, Matt, but that came in loud and clear.
EB missing the first free throw with Logan Williams.
EB, again, very effective in their box-and-one defense against Tyler Stady.
Stady has the 1-3 in the first half.
Green Wave down 5 here at the beginning of the third quarter.
Riley to the corner for his brother Jack. Michael gets it back. Now Maxwell inside for McSherry. Bounce pass down low to Jack. Almost traveled. Stady with the pull-up two. Doesn't go.
Stady.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, that was Michael Riley. Man.
Riley stealing it away.
It's kind of like a football defensive back move there.
Push called on Jared Cleary right in front of the Green Wave bench.
I'm not going to disagree with that call, Matt. It was way before he made the move to the hoop.
Riley open look for three, holds, back to Maxwell. McSherry lost it, out of play.
Coach Sereno looking for the tip on that. No luck.
Mahoney, pull up two. Left it short, got his own rebound. Now it's Poole. Corners Cleary. Back to Poole. You've seen him launch from a good 3 to 5 feet beyond the arc tonight. And then a couple of steps on the baseline was Logan Williams.
Up and under, here comes Stady. 4 guys, 4 blue shirts on them. They just shut the middle down.
Lost an edge. Now Poole on the far side, deep three. Off the front iron.
Maxwell skied for that. Getting harassed as he comes over half court.
And an offensive foul called on Kingston Maxwell.
Boy, when it rains, it pours, Matt. Kingston can't buy a hoop, and he's just getting banged all over the place.
Patterson in for Michael Riley.
Green Wave backed off their full court pressure.
Riley got bumped. The moving screen.
That's Mavila. He didn't even attempt to stop. He just kept running.
Well, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. So
he just kept going after Riley. Michael just retaliated. He didn't stop. He reached out 2 hands and pushed him.
Jack on the far side called for the foul. His third, and now Tikhonov will have to come in.
For Maxwell.
Replacing Maxwell. 4:47 to go in the third.
Not a lot of scoring so far in this third quarter, Matt.
This will be a new look. Kingston Maxwell, I don't think has left the floor through the first couple of South Shore League games. Give or take, when the Green Wave have been handily ahead in garbage time.
Yeah.
Pull up three for Pole. Doesn't go. Stady. The rebound thrown in. Intercepted by Mahoney.
Mahoney laid it in.
29-22 through the first 4 minutes here of the third quarter.
Mahoney laying some body all over Stady coming down the sideline too.
Patterson to the top for Jack Riley. Bounce to the corner. Tikhonov thought about the three. Spins it in for McSherry.
Nice move by Jake. That's a good solid move. They need a few more of those.
Kerr hit the deck, but there wasn't much contact there. Handed off to Pole. He fires to Williams, his three offline. McSherry another rebound. 5-point lead for the Vikings. Jack Riley far wing. Tikhonov inside for McSherry.
There you go, Jake.
A foul on the floor.
I like the aggressiveness.
Williams called for the hit, his second personal. The third called on the Vikings. Patterson at the top now. Riley takes the long three.
Hits
it's
it.
Good.
Hits it, makes it a 2-point game.
Jack Riley getting us back within one possession here. 29-27, 3 to go in the third quarter. And now it's Patterson with the steal. Riley had some space, thought about the long bomb again.
Patterson got a hand up in that defensive scheme back there. And tipped it, took off with it.
Patterson open look for three. That's offline and out of play.
Green Wave down 2, 29-27, 2:49 to go in the third.
Jared Cleary, Cole Kerr now to the corner for Logan Williams.
Good D by Tikhonov.
Pull up three in the corner. That's short. Offensive rebound. Tikhonov is getting the business.
Blue 11. Fouls on blue 11. Nice.
I think they turned that around and called it on Tikhonov. Offsetting.
Is it really?
Offsetting penalties. We'll replay the down.
They locked horns underneath there, so who knows?
Cole floats it in for Kerr.
Nice
He gets bumped.
Wow. Jack Riley did everything right there, and he still made the hoop.
Back to a 4-point edge for the Vikings. Inside for McSherry. He goes
Beautiful
to work.
move.
And an inadvertent whistle.
No, they called it on blue.
A warning on East Bridgewater for flopping.
Wow, you don't see that often,
That's
Matt.
been one of the emphasis of these MIAA refs this season. I've seen it called in one game here. A flop.
I love
was
that.
Against the Mashpee Falcons, I
Next
think.
time is a technical. McSherry on the floater. Can't make it go. Green Wave, all kinds of hustle there.
Patterson back to Riley. He thought about the long ball. Tikhonov. Still 20 to shoot in this new world of a 35-second shot clock.
Riley got hit when he let it go.
Pole called for the foul.
That's 5 team fouls for the Vikings, so 2 shots, right? It's 2 shots anyway. He was shooting.
Hasn't really played a factor yet tonight, but what are your early thoughts on the 35-second shot clock that we have here?
It had, like you said, it hasn't played into this game here. It's a long clock. Sorry, Riley brings it within 3, 31-28. I don't really know how I feel about it, Matt. I haven't really paid that much attention to it this year. The 5 team fouls, putting you into the bonus, 2-shot bonus.
So there's no single bonus anymore. As soon as you hit 5 1/4,
you get 2.
It's the double bonus.
Yes. But there's a wipeout on the quarter at the end of
Every
the quarter?
quarter.
Okay.
Rick's at the line for the Vikings. 90 seconds remain here in the third quarter.
That was the 5th team foul on the green wave as well.
This is one of those scrappy games, Chris, where you got to do the fundamentals right. You got to limit your mistakes, and you got to hit your free throws.
Yeah. If it's going to go down to the wire, you better be the better team at the stripe.
1 for 2 and an immediate timeout called by East Bridgewater. They're back up 2 possessions. 32-28, 129 to go in the third. Once again, we'll jump inside the huddles. You're the green wave. That Riley 3 really felt like a big turning point in that third quarter. And you're back within 1-2 possessions, fighting close.
Yeah.
And this one could come down to fouls and free throws.
Absolutely, at the end of the game. Don't let up on the intensity. You got to keep going. I really like the Jake McSherry, playing him up down low. Give him the green light to go to the hole. He can make that shot. He's going to get banged around down there, so put him on the line. He's going to do okay down there. He's got a good move. He draws double team. As soon as he gets the ball, someone slides off from the outside wing. He's a big, strong young man. He can make that move. He can make the hoop. He could bring the green wave right back in the game in 2 possessions.
Meanwhile, the Vikings have held, but you've started to see them slip in the cracks just a little bit early. What is their head coach telling them in that timeout?
Stay aggressive on the boards. Take the shots. They're gonna if they're gonna foul you, that's where they're gonna foul you. Go into the hole. Both teams have 5. I like the game that the Vikings are playing. I do. I think they've been aggressive on defense and relentless going after the ball.
Liam Ward triple doesn't go. Offensive board. Patterson steps in, puts it off the glass. No good, but he was fouled. He'll be at the line for another 2 shots. Cole Kerr calls for the contact. Patterson good on his first attempt. Back in comes Owen Ricks.
Down to 1 bucket. 3-pointer right now, Matt. Green Wave keep knocking on the door to getting back at even.
Much different look on the floor now. It's Patterson, Tikhonov, Michael Riley, Tyler Stady, and Liam Ward.
Nice D.
Offensive
play control.
Foul. And that was Tikhonov. Also a member of the Green Waves football team, planting his feet and taking the contact.
22, Owen Ricks. Ran through him, came down, had a few words underneath, both of them. Nothing came from it. It's a lot of noise, not a lot came from it. Coach McDonald having a few words with the referee, making sure his player's all right. Green Wave a chance to tie it up right here, Matt.
Patterson in the corner. Picks up the dribble, Tikhonov inside, out to Stady, who was looking for the transition. Now he takes the deep look at 3. No good.
Nice
Offensive
rebound.
board
What a
for
play.
It's good.
Wow. Liam Ward just floated it in there.
Tied up, 35 seconds to go. A 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The three no good,
Ball's
tipped
loose.
out. Offensive board, that
They
one
need a
doesn't
white
go.
shirt on the ball.
Now Riley gets the rebound, 22 seconds to shoot. He turns it over to the Vikings, Dan Shelmo. Shot clock off now, and the Vikings can hold for the last shot.
Coach McDonald calling for the one shot.
Shelmo.
Fell down, loose ball.
Loose ball, Stady has it with 5.
Tikhonov has Riley.
Riley tried the reverse layup underneath, and a crazy quarter comes to an end. We're back where we started. We're all tied up. 32-32 at the
Got
end
me all
of the
sweaty
third.
through 3 quarters, and we're even for crying out loud.
Gotta buckle up for the fourth.
That's it. Put on your helmet, Matt.
Well, if anybody needs to use the restroom or get some popcorn or anything, now would be your opportunity.
Yeah.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's 8 minutes to go, and
It's going to be a
gritty
fun-filled
battle.
8. That was a nice turnaround. That last 2 minutes, minute and a half of the fourth, Green Wave put the pressure on. I thought they did very well. They brought it all. They brought all of what they had.
We've seen Ward get some big minutes. That was against Mashpee, and he definitely had an impact in helping the Green Wave pull away in that one. He had that big 2 at the end of that sequence to swing the momentum and tie the East Bridgewater Vikings at the end of 3.
Another turning point in that flurry, Matt, I thought was Jake Tikhonov taking the charge underneath the basket. He stood his ground, stayed home, and the referee saw it, gave him the call. That was an awesome play. Here we go.
Vikings inbounds, and we are underway in the final quarter. Immediately, McSherry, Kingston Maxwell are going to sub back in.
Again,
Kerr
East Bridgewater
grabbing
with
the
another
offensive rebound. Corner 3, that's left short, and a foul underneath on the rebound.
Who's that on?
Push called on Michael Riley.
Riley.
So in comes McSherry, Maxwell, and Jack Riley. And we're back to the original starting 5.
That's some solid minutes by Chris Patterson, Jake Tikhonov, and Liam Ward. Well done, guys. Well done.
Pull up 3. That's short. McSherry clears the glass.
That's what they need right there. Jake can take over the boards.
Riley underneath. Didn't go. The rebound to the Vikings.
Woo.
And tipped by Stady.
He's got hands all over him. There you go. He finally called it. He almost pushed him out of bounds.
He threw up the 3 well after the whistle as he was falling away. It did go, but it won't count.
Did you see the referee? The fans are screaming at him. The referee just turned and looked at him as he was about to call the foul. I like that pass.
Lost the handle, able to get it back. Now Riley called for the double dribble.
Coach Sereno saying that was a batted ball, not a double dribble. I like the pass into the post to McSherry, but Jake should just get it and turn and fire it. Keep the ball off the floor. There's too many guys. There's 2 sets of hands covering you.
Full court man D on for the Green Wave. Vikings able to break into the offensive end. The 3-pointer no good for Chelmo.
Nice tip. Here comes Maxwell. Nice move. Can't make it go. When's the last time he missed that shot?
Pull, corner 3 left short.
The Vikings have gone cold, Matt.
Up and down the floor they go. We're still knotted at 32. McSherry down
He's
low.
getting held. Ooh, sorry. I forget that I'm on microphone sometimes.
Everybody gets one, but we do
that's
have
it,
to
man.
stress
That's
that
it,
you're
yeah.
not allowed to do your impression of Kevin Whalen during basketball
I'm
games.
sorry.
Stady, catch and shoot.
Bangs it! Tyler Stady puts the Green Wave up 3.
Just the second 3 of the day for him, but he hasn't been left open for a whole heck of a lot of opportunities. Pull, step aside, deep three. That's short again. At some point, if you're EB, you're going to say, you've gone ice cold from 5 feet beyond the arc. You might have hit one early in the first quarter.
I mean,
why still shoot that shot?
I couldn't agree with you more, Matt. Look at Stady getting muscled. He's holding his shirt, everything. Again, EB staying in the box and 1.
Riley had a look for deep 2. Jack will take the triple. That's short. Kerr the rebound for East Bridgewater.
5.5 to go here in the 4th. Green Wave up by 3.
Finding a lane in was Chelmo. 1 point lead for the Green Wave. Jack Riley near wing.
Nice
Bounces
look.
Down low, sent outside for Maxwell.
That's how to turn and go.
Three.
You know, Matt, that pass into the low post to Jake McSherry, you just turn and go. They're going to hit you because that's their last resort. They're already off balance. Jake's already pushed them off there. Do it every time. You're going to win it at the line.
That tells me confidence is shaking a little bit because Maxwell had plenty of space to attempt a three-pointer there.
Agreed. But Jake's had a relatively hot hand in this second half, and he's working like a dog underneath. So keep feeding the big man down low.
2 for 2 on that trip gives the Green Wave back a 3-point edge. 37-34, 5:10 to play here in the 4th quarter. Chelmo hands off for Pole. Kerr inside.
Nice D. Oh, the offensive rebounds are wide open three. Way short again. 3rd chance. Travel.
The Vikings come away with it. Stepping inside and out. Now Pole thought about another look from deep 3. Still 20 seconds to shoot on the shot clock.
Jack Riley on him like glue.
Riley's going to get called for his 4th foul here.
I like the aggressiveness, though, Matt. I have to tell you, truly. He's working hard out there.
So Michael Riley will come back in for Jack.
That's a travel. Come on. Boy, there's not a lot open for the wow.
Pull up 2.
Wow.
Doesn't have to be open for
that
Jared
was a
Cleary.
challenge shot for Cleary, and he just threw a line drive and it went in.
Back to a 1-point game. We're halfway through the 4th. Maxwell drives, floats, had it blocked.
Green Wave lost it. I'm sorry. Vikings lost it. Green Wave ball. I'm looking at Jake's mom across the court. She's done 10,000 steps in this half.
And we still got half a quarter
I
to go.
know. She is moving. She's like a jackrabbit over there.
Maxwell finds McSherry down low and then tried to get it back. Riley finds it and then tossed it, deflected out of play by the Vikings. Coach Andrew McDonald doesn't like the call. Now the refs are going to talk about it, and that'll raise Pete Cerrito's blood pressure a little bit.
Coach McDonald asked for the review with the other ref. Came back, same call, green ball. Stady finally open, just kills it. What a shot.
Stady doesn't need much space, he's got 9.
He has, what's the chances of that?
Not off the top of the backboard, should have been called out.
Top of the backboard is
in.
in.
Wave.
The stanchion is not.
Get the rebound. Taking off down low, fires for Maxwell in the paint. His jumper, 2 bounces
McSherry
off the
working
iron
it.
and out. Green Wave ball.
McSherry, big hustle on that.
Timeout called by Abington, perhaps just to settle things down just
settle
a little
the
bit
nerves
with
a little.
2:51 to go in the fourth. 40-36, the Green Wave coming back here in the fourth to lead it by 4. They trailed by 6 at halftime. The Vikings lead was as much as 11 in the first.
If nothing else, it's been interesting, Matt, huh? This is kind of a slugfest. Pretty doesn't go in the scorebook.
No.
You know?
No. Any coach will tell you the only number that matters is a win in the win column.
Correct. I used to tell my kids when I was coaching, even my own children when I was coaching them, I say, ugly doesn't go in the scoreboard. It's just a W or an L. Boy, Coach McDonald still just John with the referee. He's trying to figure out what the heck happened. He was up by 11. He's down 4 now.
It's moments like this where I praise the Lord that there's not referee review in high school.
I know.
2:45 to go. Kingston Maxwell with it. He's out there for the Green Wave along with Stady, Michael Riley, McSherry, and Tikhonov. Riley open look for 3. 2 bounces off the iron. Maxwell gets the rebound. And tipped out off of East Bridgewater again.
White. You know, East Bridgewater got a million rebounds in the first half. In the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, they haven't gotten any rebounds. McSherry gets hammered. I love the play. I love the call. I love the fact Jake's going to the line.
Cole Kerr called again. That's his 4th personal.
Keep feeding the big man, Matt.
Sherry good on his first attempt this trip to put the Green Wave up 5.
As Sean introduced him, the man in the middle. He's making it work down low.
One for 2, 2.5 to go. Cole fires to the corner, a 3-pointer.
Woo!
Drops for Jared Cleary.
Nice shot, Cleary.
Cuts the lead back to 2, 2:10 to go. Kingston Maxwell almost lifted that back foot up. Takes the jumper from the charity stripe, no good. Followed his shot in, rebound loose, and out of play off of the Green Wave this time.
There's a lot of hands on that ball at the same time. Just under 2 to go.
Pull up 3, that rattles home for Cleary. He's got 2 straight.
Tikhonov got screened. He couldn't get out there to his man.
Viking lead at 42-41.
What happened there?
The shot clock never started. They're going to reset that to 33 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Jack back in for Michael Riley. We'll see how aggressive he plays with the 4 fouls. Thought about the open look for 3. Stady takes it in transition.
Oh,
and drains his 4th three of the game.
They only give him an inch.
Cole on the other side. That rattles up and out.
Blocked
by Maxwell. Loose ball. Pole collects it. And now Kerr settles things down. 1:08 to go. 2-point lead for the Green Wave. Bounce to Cleary. He's got the last back-to-back 3-pointers for the Vikings. Pull back to Cleary. Chelmo for Kerr off the glass.
Wow.
No good. McSherry gets the board again.
EB did everything right there. They gave it to the open man for the last shot. Came up with a brick.
Stady leaves it off for Kingston Maxwell. The Green Wave can bleed it down to about 12 seconds on the clock before they put up a shot.
So, Matt, I don't understand why they took Mahoney off of Stady and put Chelmo on Stady. Tikhonov just rattled Chelmo.
Stady transition look from the other side off the back iron. No good. Bounced up ahead.
Loose
15
ball.
seconds to go. Riley has it. Vikings have to foul him quick. They do with 12.9 on the clock. That was the fifth foul committed by the Vikings, so a double bonus situation. Green Wave a chance to seal it. As we said, it's going to come down to
right
free
to
throws.
the line. I asked the question during that transition, why did they take Mahoney off of Stady? You know, Stady's hit 4 3-pointers, and Chelmo has been on him.
But each one of them, he had the ball in his hands for less than a second.
Oh, it was a catch
each
and
time.
shoot, like in the air.
No good. Rebound loose. The Vikings have it. Chance to tie.
They're looking for anyone.
7 seconds left and a timeout call.
They're going to try to get an open three.
To 42. The Green Wave lead by 3. We'll take your, I think I know where you're going to go with this, but every game we try to give out a player of the game. Who's impressed us with their performance? I think I know who you're going to go with for the Abington Green Wave, but who is your player of the game?
I'm going with, I'm a real toss-up. I'm a right on the line. Tyler Stady hitting the 3-pointers, but I really like Jake McSherry's play down low.
That's exactly where I thought you were going to go with that.
Truly. I think Jake brought him back in the fourth quarter, end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, but Tyler buried some key 3-pointers. I'm a 50-50. If we can split the prize either way, I'm going that way.
Stady's got 12 of the Green Wave's 46 points. Just 3 of those in the first half. Meanwhile,
and he's been harassed the whole game. I give it to EB and Coach McDonald.
He's been face guarded as much as he could have been tonight, and he still got a couple of open looks and was able to fire them off, catch and shoot.
That one on the far side just a few seconds ago, I thought that was going in. That would have been the true nail in the coffin. So it's going to be EB ball right in front of the bench. 6.4 seconds to go, down 3. Good D by Jack Riley. Oh,
Cole gets run into linebacker style by Michael Riley.
No shooting foul.
Green Wave still have a foul to give. And another timeout called by East Bridgewater. 3.1 on the clock this time.
So what did you think about the star of the game, Matt? I'll ask you. I'll put you on the hot seat.
Well, I agree. As impressive as the catching and shooting is, Stady has been held down.
Yeah. Which one?
So as impressive as the 3-pointers have been, the catch and shoots from Stady, and as important and integral to this game as they have been, the Green Wave are up 3 points late. I got to give it to McSherry because you're not in the game if he's not clearing the glass, and those high-low looks, the backdoor passes that he's been able to control tonight. That's not necessarily something that will show up on the stat sheet every night, how he's controlling the offensive and defensive paint. Even when he doesn't get a rebound, he's throwing around a lot of size in there. And that's been the difference in this game.
To coin the late Tommy Heinsohn, that's a Tommy point all over the place for Jake McSherry.
Green Wave will call the back-to-back timeout here. Still 3 seconds even to go.
Trying to ice the Vikings a little bit. It's a good game, Matt. It's a really
Very
good game.
entertaining South Shore League matchup. It's always the gritty kind of slugfest against the Vikings.
Always. And you know what? It's not just boys varsity. It's probably like that with boys JV.
Every
the
school
girls.
got one of those matchups.
Exactly. Rockland is like that for Abington in football. Sometimes that's a rock fight. You know, I love those games, truly. And I love this basketball game. It wasn't the prettiest at the very beginning. Even the whole first half, it wasn't pretty. But the Green Wave knuckled down, and they stayed tough, they hung tough, and they kept taking the shots, Matt. They kept taking the shots. And they changed the focus from the outside shot to the low post. Take advantage of Jake's size and his ability to get the shot off. I love Jake guarding the defender as well.
So there's 3 on the clock. It's a one-possession game, 45-42. The Vikings need a 3. They've got 3 seconds to launch it.
Tipped, that's the game.
Tipped loose.
That's the game.
Pull launches from half court. It's blocked away.
Wow.
And the Green Wave survived. There were some moments I didn't think they were going to today.
I think that was Michael Riley tipping that inbounds pass, and that was the game. What a game, Matt. I had no idea midway through the third quarter that this was going to be how it ended up. Congrats to the Green Wave for stepping up and playing hard.
That's a gut check win for the Green Wave.
Absolutely.
If you're Peter Serino, you take this one in stride and say, East Bridgewater exposed a little bit. They exposed some holes that we have, and they figured out how to shut us down, at least offensively.
Yeah.
But you take this to your team in the film room and say, listen, we were down 11 in an absolute slugfest, and we pulled it out because there's a belief that we can win every game no matter the situation.
Yeah, you can just keep going. You know, hats off to the Green Wave for keeping that intestinal fortitude, never giving up, never say die. That's the takeaway for me. Concentrate on the low post play when they're taking away your outside guy. And for Tyler Stady to keep his composure throughout the game, even though he's getting banged and muscled and you name it, and they were on him, and it's frustrating. And same with Kingston Maxwell. I liked your call at the end saying, you know, Kingston, whether it was a confidence thing or not, he gave up that open shot to McSherry down low for the bucket.
But he still had the mental fortitude to go and make a big rebound when he had the opportunity and the vision to do so.
Agreed. Well played by the Green Wave. Thanks for bringing me back out of retirement, Matt.
Thanks for joining us. One more time, happy birthday to
Coach
Jim Kelleher.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy 28th birthday, Coach. Forever young. The Green Wave survived 45-42 over the East Bridgewater Vikings. They remain perfect in South Shore League play. I want to thank our phenomenal crew from Abington, Cam Jamison and Drew Flaherty. Our executive producer, Kevin Tachi. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Chris Nangle, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.